Actually, I'm leaving work right now, and I don't know which way I want to go. Do I want to do twisties today, or do I want to practice on wheelies? Okay, these it is. This place that we're going now, or that I'm going now, I feel is the most similar to the most safest spot that I can practice the wheelies. How's it going, man? Oh, you didn't say hi to me. Oh. Hey, bud. I always say hi to him, and he always says hi back, but I guess I just don't. I usually pass to the left of him, but he just doesn't recognize me. Anyway, I can go one of many routes home. But as of now, there's a cop. Oh, I will be taking the straight route, so I can practice my wheelies briefly. Still working my way up to some wheelie. Right now I'm just doing pretty shitty ones, just to be safe and to keep my emotions at bay. And it's frustrating sometimes because I only do maybe like 3 or 4 wheelies, and then I pretty much have to go home after this. It was a pretty nice day. Very unlikely here for Oregon, but I'll take all the sunny days I can take. Before I started doing this, obviously I did a few test runs and trying to see if the sounds were good, all that stuff. There we go, turning right here. And so, actually this is the spot, so I'll hold my thought there and I'll go ahead and do a little practice. Wait for alright, first gear wheelie, he's gonna try them out. Oh, I'd say that was like 3 or 4 inches up. Cover the rear brake, motherfuckers. That was like an inch or a micro inch or some shit like that. Damn it. Landed a bit hard there. That'll work. I remember having this camera mounted to my chin here, to the chin part of the helmet, and every time I would pass by the authorities, I would always get a strange look, like I was doing something fishy. Anyways, I was wondering, has cops ever given you guys a hard time just by having a camera mounted on your bike or your helmet? Because I always get stares and looks. That's why I mounted the camera, you know, inside the actual inside the face shield. You figure, you know, either that or it's just my insecurities talking. Whoa, that's another go here. That's better. Smash into me, so I'll just back up here a little bit. Try not to get rammed here. Hey, bud. Holy shit, if I would have been way up there, I would have freaking got rammed. Oh yeah, I think I remember telling you guys about the accidental wheelie that I did here when I first got this bike. Kind of scared me. It happened on this road, actually. Just going straight up north and went a little too rough on the throttle, and I landed really hard. I had the patience to actually remove the forks off of this bike and have it inspected. Everything was fine. I had to replace the oils and put them back on the bike. Oh wow, you can see Mount Hood from here. It's, you can't see it now, but it's so beautiful. It's like, I I would say like 78 right now. The mountain's just covered from the top, the peak, all the way to the foot of the mountain. Beautiful. Hopefully one day I could muster up the strength to ride up there. So as far as wheelies is concerned, I tried 2 possible ways to do it: clutching up and power. I could do clutch ups with this bike, but obviously it's pretty it's got some power. It's got enough power to actually lift the front end up at a high enough RPM, and so I started doing power wheelies, but just I was having such a hard time actually trying to get the front end up, just because I don't want to 12 o'clock it, and I'm fairly fairly new to this bike here. I've only been with it for about a year, a little over a year, and still I have not pushed the limits of this bike. I think I've gone 136 to 140 miles without peeing my pants, but I just now starting to figure out that if I let the front forks compress, well, what I was doing before was I was letting the front forks compress, and then like I'd wait for like a second and a half or maybe 2 seconds, and then giving a little pull back with my arms and revving it up maybe like a quarter of a turn, and it would get it up. It would get up the front end, just barely though, and I would be so inconsistent with it. I've gotten it to the point where I think key to it is immediately giving it power. Immediately giving it power as soon as the front forks compress. Again, I got to do a little bit more of an experimentation on that. Again, it's personal preference. I know of some people who just freaking do it on command without even second guessing themselves, and I'm like, shit, dude, how do you do that shit? Ever since I've been riding, I've always been really interested in just quartering and not really learning any little tricks, wheelies and whatnot. So the first bike I've ever ridden, I believe it was a Yamaha. It was a dirt bike. I imagine it'd be like a 125cc. I'm not quite sure. I didn't know too much back then. Still don't know too much. So gave that a try and took it out, and I didn't really do any dirt jumps. I just kind of cruised around with it with my friends, and I didn't want to wreck it. And I was pretty intimidated with that bike. And after I got comfortable, I tried out a Honda Rebel. It's a fairly, it was a nice little cruiser bike, but it wasn't mine. And I was driving without an endorsement. And luckily I've only ridden it like once or twice. But my first real bike the real bike I've ever owned was a Honda Express. That was a 50cc moped. And I considered it a motorcycle. I thought, like, man, this thing goes way faster than 30, 40 miles an hour. 45. So, I had my friend from Virginia come by. He was visiting during the summer, and he's also he's a big motorcycle addict. So both him and I fixed it up. So we did. We got some parts for it, ridden it around. Man, getting on that bike, it was a blast. It was a blast. It was, you know, in city riding. Never could really take it out to the freeways. Police. So, had that. I still have it. I've had it for like 10 years now. And maybe 3 or 4 years later, I got the sudden urge to get an endorsement. So I did. Took the MSF class and it was nice. Learned quite a bit in the MSF class, believe it or not. Pigeons chilling. You know, signals, cornering, even trail braking, but they actually didn't advise that due to the fact that you can probably kill yourself depending on how well you do it, I guess. So, and then let me see, let's make this corner here real quick. Good to go. After getting my endorsement, I got myself a Honda CBR 250. So, and that was fun. It kind of reminded me of the Honda Rebel a bit. Very, very nimble, and the gas mileage is quite fantastic. I think I got maybe 74, 75, riding it somewhat hard, because I would every time I try to ride it on the freeway, it would max out at like, I think 85 or 86. Man, I hate crossing these things. I should have avoided it. This is a good place to crash. Especially because, you know, you got fucking these huge things right here. The gaps are literally like 2 inches, 2.5 inches. It's scary as hell because you're going like completely near parallel towards it. I mean, it just doesn't cut across like it does. It just like cuts at a steep angle. After the CBR 250, I borrowed a friend's Yamaha R6. So that is another story for another video log. After the Yamaha R6, I tested out in the dealer. I tested out 2012 Fireblades, the Honda Fireblades, the CBR 1000s, and they are very nice, very powerful. Very powerful. I also tried out a 2008 Yamaha R6, and at that time I was actually contemplating on whether or not I should get a leader bike. If I'm getting myself a leader bike, if I'm getting myself a really nice bike, might as well just get it as early as I can. But then again, I also don't want to, fuck it up. That's a nice bike. So, looked around on Craigslist, came across this guy here. The price was very good. The mechanic was selling it which is actually now a good friend of mine. I went to test ride it. It was very nice. I mean, this thing just feels great. It feels like a 600. It's so light and really just flickable. This all happened in the span of like, gosh, 12 years? 13 years? I didn't realize I've been riding for a long time. The whole process of me trying to get a bike, it's been those many years. So 12 years, 10 years, 13 years, whatever. But I mean, this guy's a keeper. She is a keeper. Stay back, don't run into me. Usually after work, I am freaking starving, and so it's kind of hard for me to get my shit straight here. I'm hungry, wow, I'm cranky, little baby, cranky little baby, wah. Speaking of, going back to the cameras, oh shit, I am very satisfied with the camera being mounted inside the helmet, because now that I have more privacy, I feel more confident and more apt to actually motovlog. And it's nice because it's very secret. Yeah, usually in this route there's a lot of cops here. Man, that chick, she wears gear and stuff, dude. It's on her, I guess. Don't die, bud. This is this is messed up, but I can see her like crashing and then tumbling like across the intersection, dude. Oh man, I have a really screwed up mentality. I mean, I've always envisioned myself like tumbling across, but you know, crashing, which I have, and it sucks, dude. Because then you gotta, you know, get your bike fixed. Oh shit! Get your bike fixed. You know, get yourself fixed if you're hurt badly. That should just cost money, and definitely learn the hard way. I'll tell you that much. Although it's a really hot ass day right now, you know, typically for Oregon. Wear them gear, man. Wear the gear. You don't want to end up like a rag doll with pieces of skin laying across the road, man. That would suck. God, that would suck. I remember when I first started learning how to drive, and man, I was stoked. I've always had the urge to just fucking crank the wheel to one side and see what happens. And I could already see it. I could already see it happening. I know I'm not supposed to be doing that shit, but you know, it's just really, when you're young and you're stupid, you think of stupid shit. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell. A lot of bikes out today. Yeah, enjoy your rides, everybody. Ride safe. Anyway, this vlog is just, I was just on and off topic, left and right, going in and out of consciousness there. It's a nice day. Enjoy it. Enjoy it while it lasts. 267 Bluebird. 246 561 Bluebird. Bitches.